After a tragically warm December where I live, we were finally hit with a massive amount of snow recently. I'm talking 20 inches total in a whole week, and due to my excessive love of cold in the snow, I tend to piss off my cold-hating co-workers. So, what better way to celebrate a big snowstorm than a snowballs only challenge on Tag der Toten? If you'd like to see more challenges going forward, go ahead and let me know in the comments what you'd like to see. And if you do like the video, go ahead and like and subscribe. It'll let me know what you want to see more of and will help me hit my goal of getting monetized this year. The snowballs here on Tag der Toten are nothing to sneeze at. It takes 3 snowballs to the body and 1 to the head to kill a zombie, and this could be for the whole match, but I only stopped after round 15 in my test run a month ago because I had other shit to do. Now additionally, they're free and can be picked up with no cooldown, and as my father-in-law once said, if it's free, I'll take 3. I start with the normal Tag der Toten process, flipping the power switch here in the spawn room, hanging out here for a few rounds, and then making my way to the big boat. I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't know all the part spawn locations on this map, so I run around like a moron trying to find the zipline cranks. Snowballs make the setup process more dicey than it would be if I was just knifing with my beloved Strife. I can't just kill zombies if they corner me and I don't have snowballs. It also means that I'll only have one chance to give the super sprinters that show up on round 5 some CTE before having to position myself again. This results in a noob down on round 5 while looking for the cranks, but after consulting a guide, I was good to go to get the zipline handle from the hermit. My original plan was to progress through the rounds in the spawn room until the challenge was over, but here's the thing, it's too easy. The parkour you can do over the gaps creates so much space that you could fit my waistline between you and the zombies. I know it's the Taco Bell, but I'm gonna blame it on the laundry machine anyway. So I figured the lagoon offered a good middle ground. It's open with plenty of room for training, but if you're not careful, you can get stuck and slapped around. Not to mention if you sit in the water too long, you'll freeze. Speaking of which, there's a round 200 mode that you can reach by freezing yourself in every area of the map. If you'd like to see me suffer through that one, let me know in the comments. Also, you have to run Winter's Whale on a snowball themed challenge or else you're not embracing the spirit of winter. Now, what's the #1 rule of eating snow? Well, screw Brother Bear. I do what I want. I'm just kidding, Brother Bear, you underrated gem. But you can upgrade the snowballs into yellow snowballs. First, I had to find 4 dolls and make a child cry by soaking them in 115 infused snowballs. One's in the lighthouse, one is out on the rocks, one is on the front of the boat, and one is in the geological processing area of the evil Nazi base TM. After that, I found the 3 blue campfires that spawn around the map that I need to kill zombies near. This of course makes me depressed seeing blue fire because I can't use the wraith fires I have equipped. I admit this is where snowballs become an absolute drag due to the limited supply and having the aim of a grandma, but I persevered, only cheating once or twice because I was trapped without my anywhere but here elixir, but I couldn't be killed because the zombies were frozen by my Winter's Whale. This location just outside of spawn behind the boathouse is the absolute worst one. Since you only get 6 snowballs before needing to pick up more, the zombies would spawn behind me. I had to loop around, go down the ice slide before going to spawn and doing it all over again. It took me 10 minutes according to my footage, but I swear it felt like 100 minutes. To quote my daughter when she needs to emphasize a long period of time. After putting out the 3 fires, I made my way back to the base and broke open this glowing container to pick up a spleen. Yes, that's right, a spleen. What you have to do is get this to the hermit so he can stuff it back inside his body. But it's not so simple. You need to get it back to him before it goes bad, or else you fail and somehow another spleen spawns in. Does this guy have multiple spleens? Is it someone else's spleen? I don't care. After taking a little dip in the water to cool down the spleen, I zipped back to the 3rd level of the lighthouse, picked up the piss-covered snowballs. No, seriously, the homeless man in the lighthouse pissed on them. He has a quote about it.
That was my spleen, amigos! You have restored my inner plumbing! Speaking of which, I made these yellow snowballs. That's my way of saying it!
After killing the dog that was sitting here for no reason and stopping by the urologist for some medicine for the clap that these snowballs gave me, it was time. This is the reason I went through the effort to let a bum pee on snowballs. As you can see, it's a 1 shot to the body, so I don't actually have to aim, which is good because aiming is for bums. This training spot also worked out nicely because if I had done this in the spawn room, it would not make for the best gameplay video. This did require a good amount of editing though, because there's a lot of having to run back and forth to get snowballs, but thankfully dog rounds made things go by quicker. This was gonna be a how high can I get challenge, and stoners, don't twist the meaning, but since it was starting to get late, I decided round 30 would be sufficient. That seemed like it could be in jeopardy on round 25 when I took another down while making an incredibly low brain cell play. On round 26, I decided to shake things up a bit. I went around the map hitting these 5 bells in the correct order to get the biggest snowball of them all, the Tundra Gun. Since there's a Pack-a-Punch location where I'm hanging out, I figured I'd wait until it shows up and upgrade it. Don't worry, challenge purists, I didn't actually use it before round 30, and here's my entire unedited footage to prove it. Just kidding. I wanted to take a couple minutes to talk about Tag der Toten. Personally, I do like the map, but I'd still rank it fairly low on Black Ops 4 due to how much I love the Chaos maps, and I enjoy playing 5 and Alpha Omega more, even after some annoying challenges I've recently completed. I think Tag suffers to a lesser degree from the same segmentation problem that Forsaken has in Cold War. The cliffside base feels completely unattached from the rest of the map, and it's not really somewhere I personally hang out much at all. I am glad that the Victus returned, and the decision to end the Aether story while playing as them was ballsy, but it was probably not the best move narratively. How cool would it have been to have them on Alpha Omega instead and see their reunion with the Avogadro? Marlton could have even had a quote about another Marlton hiding in a closet. I wouldn't have been crazy about the Great War ending that everyone else seems to bust a nut over, but still, this probably could have been wrapped up a little snazzier. Round 29 was a dog round, which meant that round 30 was all but guaranteed as long as I didn't do something stupid. Much to everyone's surprise, I didn't do something stupid and hit round 30. Challenge complete. But Dad didn't get the Tundra Gun just for shiggles, so round 30 was spent blasting these fools with icy power. The Tundra Gun is unfortunately not nearly as good as the Thunder Gun, which you can also get on this map, but it's still a pretty fun wonder weapon. There's something satisfying about freezing a huge horde of zombies and watching them shatter into a million pieces. So that's that. Round 30 with snowballs only, and another round with the Tundra Gun. Now, I could have kept going, but like I said, it was getting late. Go ahead and let me know what other challenges you'd like to see, and if you enjoyed, go ahead and check out a couple other challenges I've done on screen now.